welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do a first impressions, a demo and review on this foundation. This is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe below and like this video, and let's just get into it. So like I said, this is a number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. It looks like this on the outside. This is for all skin types, and I got mine in the shade Deeply Honey. I do have this other number 7 Lift and Illuminate, and you can compare the sizes on the box. Let me just get it out so you can actually compare the sizes of the bottles. So this is it. This one on the right is a Stay Perfect, and then this one is a Lift and Illuminate. I have a video on this one if you're interested. I'm gonna put it up top. In comparison, this one is a glass bottle, which I actually like more than the plastic one. I think it looks more fancy, more expensive. So it's supposed to be for all day wear, and it has its SPF 15. I purchased this foundation at Ulta, and it was $15.99, the same price as the Lift and Illuminate. And I'm just gonna read off the website what it says. It comes with 14 shades. I don't know if you can see there. I chose Deeply Honey, and then I have the honey shade on this one, and now that I'm seeing them, I think this one's gonna be a little too dark for me, but I'm still gonna try it. It says it's supposed to last for 17 hours and give you a naturally flawless complexion with super staying power, life-proof foundation uniquely matched to your skin tone. So it says it's supposed to last 17 hours, which I think that's a big claim for a foundation. I mean, I wouldn't wear something for 17 hours, but I'm gonna put this to the test, and we're gonna see how it works out throughout the day. I'm gonna try to come back for updates, but we will see. All right, so we're gonna start, and I'm just gonna put my hair back with this little thingy. So on the left side of my face, I'm gonna use a beauty sponge, and then on the right side, I'm gonna be using a brush. And I just had it. I'm gonna be using this Sigma Flat Angle Kabuki and F88. It looks like this, it's just an angle flat. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm just taking one pump, and I'm gonna apply it with my hand at first. Okay, so as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble, but it's coming out. And I can see already it's gonna be way too dark. On the website, it was a little misleading because the one before this one, it just seemed too light for me. I mean, it could still fit me. I'm not sure. We're gonna see. So I'm just gonna be taking with the beauty sponge and applying it home. Okay, so I think that once you blend it out, I mean, it's definitely darker than my skin, but I don't think it looks ridiculous for the purpose of this video. I don't think it's looking that bad. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Sonia Kashuk on the number 4 or the Milani number 6. It's kind of like how this one comes out to be. So far, it's not giving me a matte finish, but it's also not giving me like an oily finish or like a satin finish. It just looks a bit, just a tiny bit shiny, but it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. It's actually just giving me like a little bit of glowiness to my skin. But now I'm taking the brush, and I'm just taking the rest of what was in my hand, and I can't believe I'm putting this on my face. I think if I mix it with a lighter shade, it would come out to be perfect, but I don't want to ruin the video since I'm doing a first impression, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. Alright, so all that I've applied so far is just one pump on my face, and it's supposed to be medium coverage. I don't think it's all in there. I think this is very light so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more coat. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it again with the sponge on this side. When I first apply it, it definitely looks really dark, but when I blend it out, it's not looking too bad. On my forehead, it's looking very good, but on my cheeks, especially on the brush side, I feel like it's just sitting on top of my skin. I don't feel it like it's adhering to my face really well. Now it's straight up looking shiny. Like, I am no longer looking matte. I am no longer looking with that satin finish. It's just really shiny. I mean, I'm sure you can see it on the screen. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to concealer, and today I am gonna be setting this foundation just because, number one, I always set my foundation no matter what foundation I use, even if it's matte. So that's something I just do. So for me, it wouldn't be any different or wouldn't be fair to the foundation if I don't do that. Number two, I am looking extremely shiny, so even if I didn't do that all the time, I would do it for this foundation. So I'm gonna apply this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. And I know it's gonna be like significantly lighter, but this foundation is just so dark. And I'm gonna use this also as a base for my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it with the Velvetizer from Urban Decay, and I know how crazy my face is looking right now. I promised. We're gonna make this work. So I'm just taking this brush from Precision Beauty. Just gonna take a little bit and start applying. Now that I'm setting it, it's looking very good. It's no longer looking shiny. I really like the finish that it's given me. I think the shade range looks a lot better with the two concealers that I applied. I think it like toned down that really harsh brown. I still think that I could go one shade lighter. I'm gonna get off camera, finish off my makeup, and then I'll come back. Alright guys, so I am back. I have my full face of makeup done, and I have to say, the color is actually not looking that bad when I'm looking at myself on the camera. On the mirror, I feel like I look a little bit orange. Just a tiny bit on this area and this area right here. I try to really lighten it up with the concealer and just using powder on this area, but I just feel, I mean, I feel like it looks decent, but as far as the color, I still think that I'm gonna go one shade lighter. It's 1:24 p.m. right now, and I think the foundation's looking really pretty. I do have dry skin, I have to say, so I don't get super oily, but the foundation's looking very matte. It's looking very beautiful. Everything blended out really well. The only issue I had was with my bronzer that I usually have on this area, only on my right side, and it just happens with every foundation. I'm not sure why, but that was the only issue that I had. Everything else just looked really perfect, and I really like it. It's gonna get off for a couple hours. I have to run some errands, but then I'll be back to check up with you guys and let you know how the foundation is doing. So I'll see you in a little bit. I'm filming in my car right now. As you can see, I thought it didn't look as bad with the lights at my house, but when you see it here, you can definitely see the difference in the color. It's very orange compared to my skin. It's still looking very good. I still like it. I'm looking really oily, but it's like, let me see how hot it is outside. It's about 90 degrees outside today, so it's very hot. I think it's performing really well. It's been only 2 hours since I put it on, but it's just so hot and so humid that I think any foundation would be this oily at this time. I usually don't get oily. It's only on this area. This that you see here is just it's highlight, so this area is the only one that I need to like blot or something. I didn't bring anything to blot with, but I just wanted to update you guys with this lighting outside, and so far I'm still liking it. The color has me really weirded out, and now that I know it's so far off, I am like so scared to actually get out of my car. Hi guys, I am back. It's about 8 o'clock right now. It's getting a little dark as you can see, but my foundation I think is still looking pretty good. So as I said earlier, it's still looking a little bit oily over here. I haven't blotted or powdered or anything like that, but I think it's still looking pretty nice. Obviously I'm on my camera on my phone, so it definitely takes off a little bit of how the foundation is actually looking, but I think overall it looks pretty nice. I still like it. I still feel pretty confident with it. And over here I can see a little bit of my blemishes. I feel like the foundation has worn off a little bit here, but I was like sitting on a couch, so maybe that's something that just happened while I was doing that. But other than that, I really like it. I really like how it's looking, and it's saying just perfect and set, other than this part over here. So I'm gonna just drive home now and then maybe update you guys in a little bit. It's about 9 o'clock right now. I did do 2 check-ins on my phone. I haven't had a chance to actually send it to my computer, but I am here. I'm actually about to go out one more time because I have to pick my friend up and give her a ride. But my foundation is still looking pretty good. I'm still liking it. I'm looking a little bit shiny on this area right on my forehead and right here, but I still don't think it looks so bad. I've worn it for 9 hours now, and this is still pretty good. I mean, I have foundations that would look like this after either 4 hours or 5 hours, so I'm still pretty impressed with it. I'm not gonna take it off as of yet, and I'm gonna try to do one more check-in before I go to sleep, but I am so ready to take this makeup off because it's been a long, hot day, but so far I am really liking it. As far as the claims, it's supposed to be medium coverage, which I did see. I did put 2 coats, and I feel like it covered up pretty well. Almost, it's not full coverage, but it did cover up almost everything. Like I said before, I'm seeing my blemishes right here, and my blush kind of like rubbed off a little bit. On this side, I'm not seeing that, only on this one. Like I said on one of the clips that I'm gonna insert either before this or after, I'm not sure, I did fall asleep, so that might be the reason why it's actually coming off. But it's supposed to give a 17-hour wear, and so far it's 9, and I'm still really liking it. So far it's a thumbs up for this foundation. So I'm just gonna leave now for a minute and then I'll be back. Okay guys, we have made it to the end of this video. It is finally 12:30 a.m. I wore this for 11 hours, which is longer than I would ever wear a foundation. It just happened that way for some reason. I wasn't planning on wearing it this long. I was planning on wearing it this long, but I'm happy that I did because I have a lot to say about this foundation. Now, I really liked how it wore the first 8 hours. Despite the fact that I did not like the shade that I picked. Only my forehead was oily right here. On this side right here, I felt like the foundation had brushed off. As you can see, my pimples are showing up. And then it started happening on the last couple of hours on my left side. I did feel like the foundation right here was breaking up just a little bit. So yeah, I just felt like it started breaking up, and not only that, it started just brushing off on the sides over here. I do feel like the foundation was very good coverage. I really like that. I like the fact that it was like just a little bit shiny, and as soon as I said that, like, you know, died down. I wore it for 8 hours, and I would really recommend this foundation if you're only wearing it for less than 8 hours. But I felt like in the last 4 hours, my dry skin reacted to it in a way where like it would get really bad if I had oily skin, I feel like, because right now I'm looking very shiny, and that's just something shocking that never happens to me. I feel like if you want to try out a foundation from the No. 7 brand, I would go with the Lift and Illuminate, because this one performed a lot better than the Stay Perfect. I still like both. I want to try like a mix of both to see if they come out to like a more full coverage and more matte with this one. Even though this one says Lift and Illuminate, it gave me a matte finish compared to this one that is supposed to be a more matte finish. That's just my thoughts on this foundation. I really like, they're both retail for $15.99. Like I said, I do have a review on this one. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation. I hope you enjoyed this video and watching this really long process. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe below and like this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!